Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to South Korea, where history and modernity intertwine. From the imperial palaces of Seoul to towering skyscrapers, experience the captivating blend of tradition and innovation. Enjoy your time in South Korea.
Annyeonghaseyo, Yorobun. I am Henesian Pibertulano, one of the reporters for Korean literature, and today, together with my group mates, Miss Jasit and Miss Molina, we will explore its geography, literature, culture, tradition, and notable writers and their works. So fasten your seatbelts and join us as we dive into the rich and fascinating world of Korean literature. So let's start. Korea is in East Asia and is made up of two nations, North Korea and South Korea. So this division happened after World War II in 1945. North Korea, or what they called or the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, has a close government and focuses on self-reliance called the Juche ideology. Its capital is Pyongyang. On the other hand, South Korea, or the Republic of Korea, is known worldwide for its technology, entertainment, and economic growth. And its capital is Seoul, is a modern city full of culture and innovation. Korea is famous for its rich history and cultural influence. South Korea especially has shared its culture globally through K-pop, K-dramas, and traditional food like kimchi. At the same time, North Korea's political system and tradition are unique to its people. Now that we know a little about Korea's background, let's move to its geography to understand its natural beauty and location. So the Korean Peninsula is a piece of land that sticks out into the sea, bordered by the Yellow Sea to the west and the Sea of Japan to the east. So this peninsula is about 1,100 kilometers long. And Korea has many mountains, especially the Taebak Mountains in the east. So these mountains not only provide stunning view but also affect the weather and culture. Especially the western and southern areas have flatlands perfect for farming, and Koreans have grown rice in these areas for centuries. South Korea also includes beautiful islands like Jeju Island or Jeju-do, which is known for its volcanic landscape and natural beauty. And you know what is the interesting fact about it is that it's even a UNESCO World Heritage Site. So Korea's geography shapes its economy and lifestyle. The mountains and seas have influenced their traditional foods like seaweed dishes and mountain herbs. With this understanding of Korea's geography, let's now talk about its rich and meaningful literature. Korean literature reflects the heart and soul of its people and has evolved significantly over time. And it is divided into two periods, which is the classical literature and modern literature. So classical Korean literature thrived during the Goryeo in 918 to 1392 periods and Joseon in 1392 to 1897 periods. And its usual themes were influenced by Confucianism. So Confucianism is a way of life based on the teaching of Confucius. It focuses on moral values, respect for others, family harmony, and living a good life through kindness, honesty, and hard work. And it is more of a philosophy than a religion. And the other one is the Buddhism. So Buddhism is a religion and philosophy founded by Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha, and folk traditions. In ancient times, Koreans wrote using Chinese character because they didn't have their own writing system. So they used the Chinese characters. However, this changed in the 15th century when King Sejong the Great created Hangul, the Korean alphabet. So again, the Korean alphabet is called Hangul. Hangul and early poetry. So the creation of Hangul by King Sejong in the 15th century made reading and writing accessible to everyone, not just the elite. As a result, more people were able to engage in literature. So actually, there are two early poetry, which is the Sijo and Gasa. So Sijo is a traditional three-line poetry form and it became popular during the Joseon period. And these poems often explored love, nature, and philosophical themes. For the reason, Hangul allowed for this as a easier literacy. So Siju became more widely composed and appreciated. On the other hand, Gaza, it is a longer poetic works, express emotions, moral lessons, and reflection on societal issues in more detailed manner. So, Gaza is originally written in Hanja. Gaza was eventually transcribed into Hangul, making it more accessible to the common people. So Gaza often dealt with themes like loyalty, personal struggles, and the human condition and became an important medium for conveying both individual and collective experiences during the Joseon period. Aside from this, Korean also have the Confucian essays and literature. So during the Joseon dynasty in 1392 to 1897 period, Confucianism profoundly influenced Korean literature, particularly essays and moral tales that emphasize loyalty, family values, and societal order. So these works serve as educational tools. Again, these Confucian essays and literature serve as educational tools reflecting Confucian ideals. So one of the notable example includes the Chasongno, Record of Self-Reflection by Yi Wang or To Yagye, a collection of scholarly letters and essays that delve into personal cultivation and Confucian philosophy. And for the third one, we also have the Pansori and folk narrative. So Pansori originating in 17th century southwestern Korea, and Pansori is a traditional musical storytelling art form that combine singing, narration, and gesture. And it was performed by a vocalist accompanied by a drummer. It narrates epic tales often emphasizing themes of love, loyalty, and humor. So famous examples here include Chunyanga, a love story, and Yung Buga, a tale of kindness and reward. So pansori remained an oral tradition among the common people until the late 19th century, by which time it acquired more sophisticated literary content and enjoyed considerable popularity among the urban elite. Furthermore, folk narratives or Korean folk tales provided entertainment and offered social commentary on issues like inequality. So these narratives often conveyed moral lesson and reflected the values and beliefs of the common people. So the pansori repertoire consists of five vernacular epic tales. So first, they have the Song of Hungbu or Hungbuga. Second, the Song of the Underwater Palace, which is the Sugunga. Third, the Song of the Red Cliffs, which is the Chokpyokla. And fourth, the Song of the Chunyang or Chunyanga. And lastly, the Song of Simchong or the Simchonga. Although the stories are Korean folk epic, they often emphasize Confucian virtues such as filial piety. And lastly, we have the early novels. So early Korean novels, it was inspired by Chinese literature. Included Honggil-dong, a story of a heroic outlaw fighting injustice, and it was written by Haeyo-gyun in the 17th century. So this novel is considered one of the first in Korean literature, and it reflects the influence of Confucian ideals on societal norms and justice. So classical literature truly captures Korea's traditions, moral, and creativity. Now that we know, let's move on to modern literature, which reflects Korea's journey through more recent times. Modern Korean literature emerged in the late 19th century and it was influenced by Western ideas and the Japanese occupation in 1910 and 1945. So four of the key developments include emergence of modern prose, themes of resistance and identity, post-Korean War literature, and global influence and contemporary voices. So for the emergence of modern prose, Yi Kwang-soo's The Heartless 1917 is often regarded as Korea's first modern novel. It explores themes of modernization and individualism, depicting the struggle of a young teacher, Yi Kyung-sik, who faces societal pressures and personal dilemmas. So the novel critiques traditional Confucian values and highlights the challenges of adapting to a rapidly changing society. Next, themes of resistance and identity. So during the Japanese occupation, literature became a medium for expressing resistance and preserving cultural identity, and poets like Kim So-wol used traditional forms to convey modern struggles. And his poem Azaleas reflects themes of love, loss, and resilience, symbolizing the enduring spirit of the Korean people amid adversity. And for the third one, post-Korean War literature. So after the Korean War in 1950 to 1953, literature focused on themes of division, suffering, and rebuilding. And authors like Kwang Sok-yong and poets like Ko Un documented the challenges of a divided Korea, exploring the psychological and social impact of the war and the ongoing quest for reunification. And lastly, global influence and contemporary voices. Modern Korean authors such as Han Kang, which his notable work is The Vegetarian, winner of the 2016 Booker Prize, and Kim Yang-ha address personal and societal issues, gaining international recognition. Their works delve into themes of identity, alienation, and the complexities of modern life, reflecting the evolving landscape of Korean society. So these developments illustrate the dynamic nature of modern Korean literature, reflecting the nation's historical experiences and cultural evolution. So that's all for modern Korean literature, and to sum it up, Korean literature connects people to their traditions while helping them understand modern issues, and it's also a way for the world to learn about Korea's history and culture. That's all for my part, and thank you everyone for listening, and I hope you enjoyed and learned something new today. And let's now welcome the next reporter to continue our discussion.
안녕하세요 여러분, Alfaiba Imida, and today we'll be talking about the culture of South Korea. Good day everyone, I'm Alfaiba Jesuit, and today we will be talking about the culture of South Korea. So South Korea is actually a blend of tradition and modernity. So their culture is a fascinating blend of ancient traditions and modern influences. Now, the culture of South Koreans are divided into different aspects, which today we will be talking each of them. So first, let's talk about Confucian values. So when we say Confucian values, these are the respect for elders. So they take very serious of the age and seniority. Okay, these are highly valued in South Korean culture. Now, younger people show respect through bowing and using honorific language. So this honorific language in Korea is what they call this are shown are used to show respect and politeness. Now, these honorifics are essential in Korean culture, and it is actually used in various and social situations. So, for example, the use of she. So, when it is used as a common honorific for people of similar age or social status. So next we have a name. So this is where you put name in the last uh what they call this in the last name of someone who is what they call this who is higher or who have higher status than you, or this is often used for people of higher social status such as teachers, doctors, and important figures. So next aspect of the culture is family terms. Okay, now South Koreans are very family oriented, just like the Filipinos. So Korean culture places a strong emphasis on family relationships. Okay, and there are specific honorific terms for family members, such as oppa for older brother, unni for older sister, and yung for older brother, and Nuna for older sister. Now, this honorific speech levels has different levels of formality in speech, and the choice of speech levels depends, of course, on the social context and the relationship between the speaker and the listener. So we have the formal speech level and the informal speech level. Okay, so as mentioned earlier, um, Koreans are very family oriented. So the family is essential, okay, to Korean society. So strong family ties, especially between parents and children, are emphasized. So family members are very loyal to maintaining or to each other and dedicated to maintaining their nexus. So when we say nexus, these are the characteristic of collectivist societies. So in some tradition or rural society social circles, family can be defining that they are perceived as having a collective face. So next aspect for the culture of Koreans is the social harmony. So maintaining, harmony and avoiding conflict is crucial in Korean social interactions. Next is the traditional culture. Now, this traditional culture are where the Koreans wear hanbok. Okay, so the traditional clothing. Okay, so it is often worn during special occasions like holidays and weddings. And of course, we have Korean cuisine. So, known for its balance of flavors, using ingredients like rice, kimchi is a fermented vegetables, and various meats and seafood. And of course, Korean music. So traditional music includes gayumgum or a zither and a piri, a flute, while modern genres like K-pop have gained global popularity. So next we have the Korean martial arts. So um so Koreans are very into sports, martial arts. So one of their most famous what they call this martial arts is taekwondo. So taekwondo is a well-known martial art originating from South Korea. So next, let's talk about the festivals in Korea. So many festivals celebrate traditional customs such as Chuseok. So Chuseok is a Korean Thanksgiving, and Solal is a Lunar New Year. Now, for the modern culture, we have K-pop. So, a global phenomenon. Okay, K-pop music and fashion have captivated audiences worldwide. So, Korean dramas or K-dramas, romantic dramas, historical dramas, and other genres have also gained popularity internationally. So next is the Korean wave or the Hallyu. So this is the increasing global influence of Korean culture, including K-pop, K-dramas, and Korean food. So next we have the technology in South Korea. So South Korea is a technological powerhouse. Okay, So they are known for their innovation in electronics, smartphones, and even internet infrastructure. Now, since we have talked about the culture of South Korea, you must also understand the cultural sensitivity of the society or of the Koreans. So, understanding and respecting Korean customs, especially regarding age and social hierarchy, is essential. So, of course, aside from that is the language. So, while English is a widely spoken in major cities and tourist areas, learning basic Korean phrases can also be helpful if ever you're planning to go to South Korea. And of course, bowing. Okay, so bowing is a very important form of greeting and bow and showing respect. So it is important to actually know their culture once if you're planning to go to the Korea, or if you meet someone that is older than you. Okay, next of course the gift giving. So gifts are often exchanged on special occasions, okay, and it's customary to reciprocate. Okay.
Hi everyone, I am April Joy A. Molina, and come and let's explore the literary works of Korean writers. So, first, let's have a glimpse into a Korean literary luminaries. So, Korean literature, steeped in history and culture, has produced a rich tapestry of works that have captivated the readers worldwide. So here are some of the most renowned Korean authors and their significant works. First, in historical figures, we have Yoon Dong-ju, a poet whose works often explored themes of love, loss, and the human condition. His poems, marked by their simplicity and depth, continue to resonate with readers. Next, we have Yi Kwang-soo, often considered the father of modern Korean literature. Yi Kwang-soo's novels such as Mojung, meaning the heartless, delved into social and political issue of his time. So now let's go to the contemporary masters. First, we have Han Kang, a renowned author known for her lyrical and often disturbing prose. Her novel, The Vegetarian, won the Man Booker International Prize in 2016. Next, in under contemporary masters, we have Park Won-soo, a prolific writer whose works often explore the lives of women and Korean society. Her autobiographical novel, Who Ate Up All the Sheena Cookies, is a poignant exploration of her childhood and family. Okay, so next we have Gong Ji-yoon, a socially conscious writer whose novels often agrees such as poverty, inequality, and social injustice. Her novel, Our Happy Time, is a powerful story of love and redemption. Okay? So let's go to the rising star writers. We have Cho Namju. Her novel Kim Ji Young, born 1982, has garnered international acclaim for its unflinching portrayal of the challenges faced by Korean women. These are just a few of the many talented Korean authors who have made significant contributions to world literatures. So their works offer a unique perspective on Korean culture and society and continue to inspire and challenge the readers.